Hello everyone, and you're so much welcome to today's tutorial. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Odrole Mojibola and I am your shoemaking made easy tutor. Today I'm going to be teaching us how we actually last this in our mastery class. Of course, we learn how to create this pattern. Of course, this pattern can be manipulated into so many other patterns, and of course we are going to be picking one of the designs we were able to create from this particular covered shoe dress pattern for girls. So today I'm going to be showing you the sling bag design of this particular design. If you're watching for the first time, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and of course you will be seeing more of this beautiful work. Sit back and I'm gonna be right back. All right, so the first thing we need is of course our pattern. Somebody's wondering, how did we get here? We got here by actually creating this pattern during the children footwear mastery class. It's actually our 5th week now. The class was scheduled to be 4 weeks, but come on, I had so much I want to teach them, and of course the time wasn't enough. So now I'm just trying to duplicate what I have on the pattern on this. Like I said, the pattern was actually a shoe dress pattern for children, and we turn it into this sling bag. In that one pattern, I taught them 3 different designs just from this one pattern. I need you to know that when it comes to pattern cutting, you can relax and sleep on this channel if you want to start with that. If you want to see more, you can also join, of course, our pattern cutting class. Hey, now I extended it all around just because I wanted to fold. When we were creating the pattern, we did not have those extensions, so we are going to be doing that now. So all of that I extended all around by about 0.5 centimeter, and then I'm taking my time to make sure I slant or slit all of the corners so that it can be well folded. Of course, this is one sweet part of this design. Hey, folding it can be very interesting, especially if it's not much. Make sure when you're cutting or when you're extending it, it's not really much. It's easier to fold like that. Somebody is asking, can I draw this without a shoe last? Well, you can. Trust me when I say that. But this was actually drawn on this particular shoe last. I taught them not just 2-dimensional pattern cutting. I also taught them 3-dimensional pattern cutting. So those in that class are learning how to also draw on the shoe last. I need you to know that we up our game. Yes, we do. So now this is what I'm going to be using as my insole. I'm going to be wrapping it. Now, ordinarily, you may not have to wrap. You can just, wrap the front part, like just place, leather on the front part, fold the edges all around, and that will be fine. You understand? Now, at this point, I'm trying to position my buckle. So you want to hold it and be sure. Although when we were cutting the pattern, we had already done that. For the sake of this video, I really need to explain this. If you watch till now and you have not subscribed to my pattern to my channel, I beg, I no be your friend again. Abba, how you go see this sweet thing and you no go subscribe? Sorry, if you don't understand what I'm trying to say. So by the time I got to where I am actually placing it, now you observe also that I actually held down the buckle. You can use an elastic for that part. It doesn't have to be buckle. Now you can see what I did here. I did not fold the front part because it's going to be fully covered. I wrap all of the side all around. See, it's not necessary that you wrap all around. You can just take a strap of leather and wrap just by the side, because the pin or the nail you are going to be using is going to be showing right inside. So that's just the disadvantage of totally wrapping, which means you still have to include the socks lining to cover that up. But please, you can decide not to actually wrap all around. I wrap all around, including the surface, the whole surface. So just do side, then do front, and then you are good to go. You know why I like this particular pattern? Is because of the fact that it's very versatile. In case you do not have a covered front shoe last, do you know that you can cut it into an open toe and you are going to still have your sling bag? Don't forget, it's a sling bag baby girl sandal we are creating. The reason for that nail is to hold that part down, attach it properly to our shoe last. So like I said, if you don't have a covered shoe like this, a covered shoe like this that is not open at the toe part, please use what you have. The only thing that is going to happen is that you may not be able to do a fully covered front, so you might have to open the toe. Guess what? In that class, I taught them how to also open the toes. See, when you hear me have classes, please, I beg you, don't miss them. They are always super. When I mean super, I mean super. So as far as I'm concerned, it's actually a very versatile one. If all you want to do is just to create like a ballerian shoe, let me not remove my mouth, like more like a pump flat shoe, you understand, you can actually still use that same three-dimensional pattern that I taught them. I taught them how to actually spring this design to perfectly fit what they want. If you don't know what spring is, then it means you are not in my class yet. All right, somebody's wondering how much is the class. You talk too much, madam. So the class is 20,000 naira. Is a 6 weeks class. Yes, the next batch is going to be 6 weeks. It's not going to be 4 weeks, although I extended this one to 5 weeks. It's going to be 6 weeks because of the volume of what we are going to be looking at. And of course, it's 20,000 naira. If you're not in Nigeria, please, it's going to be $20. So you can actually begin to save up to actually join the class. For those who have been asking me, do you have a covered shoe class? See, this is just for children and not for adults. I am a fan of children. I am a fan of children. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to mark the feather edges of the pattern. That's what that part is, so that I will be able to know how to actually position it correctly. But my silver pen seem not to be cooperating with my silver leather, and I don't want to use any other pen. I don't want to use the blue pen because I don't want it to alter what I am doing. I'm sure I want you to see all of this. So you can see me applying gum on all of this. I'm just going to fold it. I'm going to go ahead and put the stay. I want you to know that it's always sweet when you understand how to cut pattern. What makes all this kind of design sweet is if you can cut the pattern perfectly well. And when it comes to pattern cutting, Biko, give it to Jibbyfemforte. Just give it to us. Whether it's 2-dimension, whether it's 3-dimension, God is helping us. God is helping us. If you believe God is helping us, please go and type in the comment section, God is helping us. Aya, what are you waiting for? Go and type in the comment section and say if it is for pattern cutting, for Jibbyfemforte, our subscribers, our followers, our students, God is helping us. Go and type your own there. Say God is helping us. So at this point, I actually have to ensure that the what did they call it, the second leg is also punched, because I don't want a situation where by the time we are lasting the second one, the two of them are not in the same position. So that's the reason I'm trying to do that. At the end of the day, after lasting this one, now some people, I see them try to last the insole, the lining alongside with the upper. If you can do that, is fine, but for me it seems difficult because sometimes the leather are very thick. Holding the two of them together, you will find out that there are a lot of crease. See, just ordinary the lining alone, I had a lot of crease while I was trying to last it. So I try to last my lining first before I go ahead and place my leather on it. So at this point, I want to actually attach a stay. Now the stay will help that front part to stand. That is our toe counter. So that's the toe stiffener, rather, sorry, that's the toe stiffener. I mistakenly place it even the wrong way. See, I apply gum on the wrong part. I am actually placing it on the wrong way. But this thing is very amazing and it's so easy to work with. All you need to do is put it on fire. Immediately you put it, don't let it take too much. It stretch it becomes very flexible or malleable. You can form it into whatever you like. You see me trying and trying. It was later I find out that, wow, you are not seeing what I'm doing. I'm so sorry for that. If you have not liked this video, you are not my friend. I keep saying it. And if you're watching me for the first time, see, I have over 200 different patterns on my channel that you can start with. This is not about you coming to come and join our class alone. This is about you empowering yourself with all of our free YouTube videos. Please share with somebody. Tell somebody that, oh, something is happening here. Go to our pattern playlist. Go to our channel. Check where the playlist is. Go to pattern cutting. In short, ordinary our true talk is amazing. You hear different business talk on how you can grow your business, how you can grow your brand, how you can know your selling cost, your selling price rather, and all of that. You can see that all I'm doing is hitting it and just trying to mold it all around it. Trust me, this stay process, this particular stay is very easy. I think I bought the quarter is about 1,200 naira here in Nigeria. I just bought like 600 naira that day because it was my first time of using this particular one. I had used other, toe stiffener and counter stiffener, but I've not really used this. So it was when I used it, I saw that, wow, this is easy and simple. So just continue hitting. And it's just a gentle heat. You can see that the burner wasn't really very high. It was a low, I adjusted it and made it very low, and it's really doing a perfect work. So when it comes to your toe stiffener, this is a very good one. I recommend this for anyone who wants to work with this. I recommend it. So after all of this, see what it looks like. Hey, I love this. I ended up cutting all of them all out. I ended up cutting them all out just for me to be able to, use the heat also to, make them melt down or, fold down properly well. You don't really need them at the back. I hope you know. We just need them at the front part. And that is what I'm just trying to scrape down there. So even all these ones that I'm doing, by the time I put it close to the heat, it will make it soft. Then I can just make it flat, on this particular part of this sling bag design for children is actually key because it helps your shoe to form very well at the front. All right, after that, I just went and applied my contact adhesive all around it, and I began to place it gently. You can see I started placing it gently. There are some part of this video that I don't know how it became missing. Honestly, there are some parts I don't know how it became missing. Like the part I folded the lining. I don't know how it became missing. So I'm so sorry. It wasn't intentional. I didn't know how it became missing. I don't know how, but just follow. This was the same thing I did for the lining. What I'm doing now is what I did. I use my hand to do my lacing. If you are very good with using lacing plier, please feel free to use the lacing plier. I'm trying to actually learn to use a lacing plier too because I believe the pull will be different. But then my fingers are doing a lot of work. I know so many people have told me to start using hand glove. The hand glove they got for me cannot hold this thing the way I want to. Hey, what am I going to do? All right, so you can see what we have at the end of the day. See, this thing is sweet to work with. I can tell you categorically. So thank you for joining me today. If you love to, get more information, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook at Jibbyfemforte. And of course, my personal Facebook page is Ojurole Mojibola. I'm going to see you next time.